A moment of calm, finally. Partia sat down heavily by the campfire outside his tent. He rolled out a small scroll of papyrus and dipped an eagle's feather in ink. How should he start? A moment of rare nervousness gripped him, but he quickly shook it off. Why would he be nervous? He wanted the letter to be sincere and honest, of course, so why be nervous? It wasn't like anyone would read it anyway. No one now living. My dearest flower, my son, my reason for being, my love, my dearest Arwa. I write you now to tell you how the world is a different place since you left. Conspiracies, constant bickering and noise, so much noise from the so-called nobles that seek to overthrow what we have built. And death. So much death. I need you, my love. How I miss your calming embrace, your smooth voice, like a balm to calm the fire burning in my stomach. I have nothing now. I'm constantly thrown back and forth across this great nation to try and break the back of this conspiracy to burn the Ashkas to the ground, and at the same time, direct these endless wars we are constantly dragged into. I haven't set foot in Kuyaz or Sanala for years. Such is the constant burden of war. My generals are a bunch of fools. I try so hard to trust them, but no sooner have I left them to their own devices than I hear how another one of our armies have fallen and my friends thrown into some dark dungeon far away. I need you here with me to tell me how it's okay, that it's only a minor setback and that Aldhan or Najin have a plan. I need you to tell me to trust them. Najin is married now, can you believe it? I hardly have to write that I had to force the marriage, of course, you know how he is. Our kids also miss you. They have all grown so much. You should see their smiles as they play and train with their guardians. I hope you can see them where you are now. Mostly, though, I write to tell you that I still love you. I miss you. So much. A tear fell and blurred the last word. Partia quickly wiped his eyes and held the papyrus in the fire. He watched the flames quickly consume the paper and drag the remains up towards the sky in the column of smoke. Partia hoped the smoke would take his letter to the heavens so that his beloved could read it there and smile towards him. He sighed and donned his black iron mask. It had become a comfort of sorts. He could hide his tiredness, his doubts and fears behind it. He was another man with it, fearless, calculating, brutal, and cold, for that was what the Ashkas needed. At least, that was what he thought it needed. Hey everybody, it's Party Lead. Welcome you back to another chapter of the Adventures of Partia Al-Eat in Bannerlord. Only the dead have seen the end of war, they say. Is death, then, some sweet release? As he hears reports from his scouts about the siege at Legetta, our hero cannot help but wonder, does said reprieve await him, just on the other side of the hill? He has been outnumbered before, and he has done well to bring victory despite it, but his enemies have learned much of Partia's ways since his earliest days, and they seem better prepared for him of late. He, as always, will have to stay one step ahead. Today, it might come at a great cost. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Bannerlord. This is going to be a very intense session right off the bat over here. War with the Western Empire continues. We have just won a pretty significant, I would say, victory, slowing down the potential fall of some of our holdings in the sort of central region of this continent. But apart from the war with the Western Empire continuing, there is the war with the Battanians, of course, that we have to consider as well. And that, in all honesty, and I think I don't even have to say this, is the bigger concern right now. If we take a look at the diplomatic situation, our war with the Aserai is, it looks like it's not a problem, but truth be told, they've got a lot of mercenaries fighting for them, and they are starting to make some big moves. In fact, if I recall correctly, Myzea is under siege by the Aserai, and that would be a horrible shame if they were to win that siege. The Northern Empire is also rather pitiful, but they've been hiring some mercenaries as well, and I believe those mercenaries have caused us some trouble here and there. It's just problematic and frustrating, unfortunately, to have to deal with. The Western Empire, as we just discussed, we had a decent victory at the end of last session. Things are looking somewhat promising at the moment. There's actually also a nice amount of support for peace with the Western Empire, but I've seen your comments from the previous session, at least the ones that have been put up so far, and many of you are actually on board to continue this war with the Western Empire, taking a bit of a risk, but as I always say, what's life without risks, right? The key enemy, though, right now are the Battanians. Our total strength, roughly on par, but the reality is we are distracted by many other wars. The Battanians, I'm pretty sure, are without such concern. The war with the Sturgians is not a real war, let's be honest. They had 2 holdings, and I think they only have 1 left. Yeah, just Ustakal Castle. Won't take them very long to take this, and then the Battanians will turn their entire force against us. So yes, it's a little concerning. The first step of this extremely concerning war is this siege over here, where we're going to be up against, well, not 1,600 soldiers, but a significant number of soldiers. And as it was pointed out in the comments as well, Caladog's army isn't even here. So this isn't even necessarily the biggest army that the Battanians are fielding. Anyway, enough talk. It's time to walk, or rather, I suppose, march as quickly as possible to Legetta. We will arrive there as soon as possible. Again, we're taking a direct route. We'll have to go around this little, I assume we're going to go around this riverbed over here, or I guess this is just, it's not even a river up that high. It's just kind of kind of peters off over here, doesn't it? Anyway, we'll have to go around this, I'm pretty sure. And the entrance is down over here. I'm pretty sure that's the gate. Well, it's got to be, because this is where all the siege equipment is being built up. So it's quite a journey. I think we'll make it in time. I hope we make it in time. But it's my actual ultimate hope. Ooh, Altanos has escaped. That's unfortunate. He's going to start running around sooner rather than later, and I won't be able to speak to him about Rote. But anyway, what I'm actually hoping is that I arrive early enough to make the very difficult decision to wait. I don't like doing it. It is not my preferred approach. And I don't mean that just as a player, I mean that as a character as well. See the Skolder Brotva now joining the Northern Empire in their war. Yeah, so I don't just mean that as a player, I mean that as a character as well. It is a difficult decision to allow the soldiers on the walls and inside the walls of Legetta to fight against a terrifying force in the hopes that their advantages will overall give us the victory here. Many will fall, many will die, some will be injured but quickly healed back up. And as we have arrived here early, it's unfortunate that that decision has to be made now. The decision to wait. If we'd arrived too late, then I wouldn't have to make this decision. Even though in the back of my head, as a player, I would have made the decision. That would weigh heavy on me, I suppose. But, ooh, interesting. We'll touch on that in a bit. But now that I have arrived before the siege has concluded one way or another, with enough numbers for me to wait a couple ticks, I think we'll wait a couple ticks. I do believe that the walls of Legetta will hold. I do believe that our garrison and militia over here, alongside their catapults, should cause a fair bit of damage, and they might actually bring Lucan's army, I guess, down to 800 or so soldiers. And at that point, I'll feel a lot more confident with regards to these circumstances we are facing. If I take a look at the actual garrison and militia here, it doesn't look like too many of these soldiers are extremely high tier. I mean, there's a couple of Valanian sharpshooters, there are some Valanian crossbowmen, a lot of militia at the bottom, there are some fan champions. Overall, though, it sounds horrible to say, but overall, the quality of troops that are fighting in Legetta, the quality of troops that would join me, the 143 soldiers that would join me, is not as beneficial to me as reducing the number of soldiers that the Battanians are marching with here. I think. It's a tough decision, and I will forever. This will forever weigh on my and Partia's mind Hopefully most of those that are being hurt right now are just being wounded and not dying. Keeping an eye on the numbers over here. Yeah, bring their numbers down to 900. Okay, it's time to strike. They still outnumber us, but we cannot wait too much longer because they might win this if we do. Come on now. There we go. Just in time, I think. Oh, I think just in time we have arrived. 976 strong, and this is with our reinforcements having arrived. Don't know how I feel about our chances here, I'll be honest. This is going to be a high-tier army. This is going to be a high-tier, well-trained, and numerous army. It'll all boil down to the battlefield. We're also fighting at night, which is not the most convenient, unfortunately. But I feel like this is kind of stacked against us. Middle of the night, the dead of night, basically. Help Legetta, of course. Dive in there and see what we can do. Oh man, yeah, look at that. The balance of power is in favor of the Battanians here. That means the soldiers they're fielding. Oh my god. That's a little that's a little scary actually. There's a lot of cavalry here. Okay. I'm not entirely convinced we can win this one. But we have to. To the battlefield we go. Let's see what we can do. Oh man, I'm extremely nervous about this battle. I am extremely nervous. We cannot afford to lose this battle. We have to win it. We have to win it well. We can't take too many losses. Oh, it is pitch black. It is pitch black. Let's begin. Alright. Get our archers up over here. This is good, actually. Infantry, stay down there. Get infantry into a shield wall. Archers, let's go ahead and dismount. And make sure that you are in a loose formation. Okay, good. Cavalry, go ahead and get you into a wedge. Horse archers, pull you up, get you into a loose formation as well. They do have 125 horses. That's not even their entire army. Okay, move up. There is that mound over there that I wouldn't mind taking, but I feel like we have a bit of a high ground kind of situation over here that I'll be fine with. Let's take this mound for ourselves, though. See what we can see. Ooh, hello. How fortuitous. They do have a river they have to cross, but I think they'll cross it pretty quickly. But they are charging forth. Seriously, I didn't get a square hit on him. Oh wow, they're moving fast. Okay, let's go. Horse archers can maybe move up. Yeah, they can. Their cavalry over there, man. That's a lot of cav. That's a lot of cav. I do not have enough infantry to, like, hold this entire line back. Archers are firing. Yeah, good. Hopefully they'll get some kills. Our own cavalry can pull forward a little bit. 47 versus 62 on that side. Horse archers move up. Ooh, this is not going to be a good fight. Pulling back. Archers are able to fire away. We should have good line of sight from up over here. I don't. That tree is blocking my view. Pull back a little bit. Alright, here we go. Archers firing away. Everyone is firing. Yeah, looks like it. Good stuff. Getting some kills in. Horse archers are firing away as well, I hope. Come on, they are densely packed. We should be able to get some kills. Their cavalry to the side there is worrying me. Over here. There they are. 62. Getting some kills. Good stuff, good stuff. Keep at it, keep at it. Oh, their cavalry is getting aggressive here as well. Looks like they're preparing a charge. Horse archers move up. Cavalry, move in. Let's go. Horse archers will hopefully be able to fire away. We're starting to take some losses now. In comes their cavalry charge. I don't know if I'll be able to stand back in this fight. Oh, I definitely can't afford to fall. That'll be the end of me. That'll be the end of this entire army. Front line is still holding. Good stuff. Archers are semi-capable in melee. Try and drop this man over here. A little adventurous. He survived me earlier. Did not survive me now. Cavalry, pull you back. Horse archers, pull you back as well. Front lines are engaging now. Okay, hopefully we're able to hold. Give the advance order to our infantry. I wouldn't mind a little envelopment action over here, actually, but I don't think we're going to get that. Cavalry push in over here. Let's go. Archers able to fire away. Oh, we are taking losses. Oh, we are taking some serious losses. Come on now, come on now. I can barely see the right half of the screen over here. Come on. Try and get into the front line engagement over here, see if I'm needed here. See what I can do here if I am needed here. Archers are still getting some work done, good stuff. We've taken some significant losses. Cavalry, pull back. Horse archers, where are you? Pull back. They are already over here. Good, good, good. Holding the line. Hold the line. Tempted to give the charge command over here. They have so many reinforcements coming. Cavalry charging. Infantry. Yeah, holding the line. Really need the archers to get some work done. There we go. Good stuff. The reinforcements are... Oh, they are. They're coming. Infantry, hold the line. What are you doing? Don't tell me you're retreating. They'll have their charge command, potentially, I guess. Or their advance command, I should say. They are pulling back now, though, so that's good. Get into position. Archers are able to fire from where they stand. Infantry, back all the way to here. Riders are up there. Horse archers are up here. Send my cavalry through. Got a couple of charges in, maybe. Infantry in position. Archers are firing away. Yeah, good stuff. Cavalry, ride right through. Ride right through. Let's go. Do what you can on the way. Look at that horde. Going, keep going. 44 horses on this side, 54 on that side. Actually managed to sneak around behind us. Archers, are you firing? Let me to looser formation over here. Let's go. Cavalry, ride back this way now. Not sweeping. Horse archers move forward. Okay, good stuff, good stuff. Pushing through. Excellent. Keep going through. Horse archers are getting up top there on that mound. Hopefully they'll get some work done. Front line is kind of holding. Cavalry up there. We have to be very wary of their archers. They have quite a few. 134 back there. Okay, good stuff. The advantage has turned our way. Here comes their cavalry, though. Horse archers have taken a beating as well. Let's try and pull them back. Archers are firing away still. Cavalry, pull back this way. Let's go. Oh, all their archers have arrived over here. That's dangerous. Front line, charge, infantry. Rather, I should say archers. Stay there for now. Cavalry, pull over to this side. Let's go. 19 horses left. Took a beating. Infantry charge. I gotta get involved over here. Need to distract the enemy if nothing else. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh no, there's so many of them, it just doesn't stop. My horse, on the other hand, does stop. Alright. We're okay, we're okay. Come on, men. Get the archers charging in as well. Again, those Valanian crossbows. Oh, I got shot. I got shot down. I got shut down. This is not good. This is not good. About 200 of our archers, those are not infantry, that's archers, fighting against a significant remaining battalion contingent over here. We might barely survive, though that right side does not make it look like it. Come on, men, stand and fight. Everything depends on our victory here. Everything depends on our victory here. I'm really hoping we set ourselves up for victory. Though I don't know. I don't know, I'll be honest. We're doing okay. This is such a slim margin. Come on now, surround them and finish them off. Surround them and finish them off. We might still have this. Oh, we might still have this. All a matter of morale at this point. Great, their archers have been eliminated, it looks like. My heart is in my throat. Their cavalry still stands. Do not give chase. Hold your ground. Get your bows up. Get your crossbows up. Excellent. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. One rider over here needs dropping. We've won. We've won. We've won. We've won. We've won. We've won. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I wow. That worked out nicely. I think our movement at the beginning, I just want to talk about this battle a little bit because I really want to think about how that went. They were extremely aggressive. They did not wait. They did not get slowed down. And that certainly, as it always does, that threw me off my kind of like balance there, just how aggressive they were. The sheer number of enemy cavalry was absolutely terrifying. We had nothing to stand against that. They were coming in from both sides, about 60 apiece. We had one contingent of about 40 strong at the beginning, and then they got some reinforcements, which was good and helpful. We were only fortunate that the cavalry was kind of slow, and they kind of stayed at the back until later, until like the second wave, if you will. That frontline engagement, oh, this is like a pool of black blood because of the visual glitches. That frontline engagement held for long enough. Our archers were well enough positioned, I think. Occasionally, cavalry was able to pierce through the front line or come in from the flank, and that was problematic. Our horse archers, at one point, just fell. They got obliterated by the cavalry contingent. I'm pretty sure we'd probably be able to see their remnants somewhere over here. A lot of these are Ashkasi riders, for sure. But yeah, that last charge order I gave to the archers, to the range contingent, I think that was essential in our victory over here. Wow. Wow, the closest fight we've fought in a very long time. Let us see the cost. And I even thought, partway through the battle, she leveled up her bow skill. And I was like, oh, that's good, that's good. I'm glad she's leveling up. It means she's still alive on the battlefield and firing. I even thought about the commentary a couple of episodes ago, where we discussed how, in the comments, we discussed how her being among the archers is like the safest place on the battlefield. And as I reaffirmed that line of thinking, I was thinking to myself, except for when things go horribly wrong. Such as this, outnumbered by a arguably superior force. They, I think, had better quality troops than I. Such sadness for the Al-Eat clan. Both brothers have lost their, both surviving brothers have lost their wives to war. And how ironic this one, I suppose, that Karain, a Battanian, a marriage of peace, ends like this in war. We lost 404 soldiers. That is not insignificant. That is not insignificant. My own party lost about 109. Wow, we lost 10 fan champions. I guess that's why they say, you can never have too many fan champions, because you might lose them and then you'll need more. We lost 11 legionaries. Wow. 6 heavy lancers. 7 Khan's guard. I mean, we got whittled down here. We took a beating. Okay, at least here, there's 22 Imperial recruits. More Imperial recruits. Quite a few low-tier soldiers that got killed. But, I mean, hot damn. This was rough. This was rough. We're going to need to do a little bit of recovery over here. Fortunately, we're close to places where we can get some high-tier recruits from. Now, they lost 377, 528 wounded, and 71 fled. None of ours fled. We fought to the death here. We fought to the death here. Man. This was wild. Alright, done here. Enough mulling over this this battle. Time to move on. I speak often of maintaining momentum. I don't know if we've managed that here. Fair bit of gold gain, so there's that. Bestain of the Battanians has been bested. Fenegan, Withian, and Carfid, all taken prisoner. Enough! I choose to live to fight another day. I trust you will respect the custom of war and allow me to pay a fair ransom. Well, you are my prisoner now. We'll discuss the ransom at a later point. You are indeed at my mercy. Kolharn. I yield. Give me the honors of war and do yourself credit. You're my prisoner now as well. Aaron. He says he gives up. Call back your dogs, he says. My prisoner as well. I give up. You fought well. There is no call for further bloodshed. Indeed. There was no call for any bloodshed to begin with. Idrin, my prisoner as well. Luiken, do myself a credit, I will indeed. Another prisoner. Quite a few prisoners taken all at once. This is nice, at least. A little bit of a recovery here. Quite a few looters. Not the highest tier of troops, I suppose, but I'll take what I can get. 28 soldiers. Wow. All of our prisoners are going to run free at this point. All of our prisoners are going to run free. That's unfortunate. I'm not going to pick up any more prisoners. I don't think there's any point. Because, like I was saying, they're just going to run away. I mean, I guess what I could do is I could pick them all up. We're at a city. You know what? I take it back. We're at a city. I can do something with these guys. That's really it. This is really quite unfortunate. Done here. Yes, I'm over my limit. I'm well aware of that. I don't know how many will get away. Go ahead and pick up all the loot. Well over our limit as well because of how many soldiers have fallen here. To the city we go. Over to Legetta. We'll leave behind the lowest tier of soldiers. And among the highest tier, some will certainly run away. 72. 381 wounded. We're still above 400 as the count. But before we do any of this, before we do any of that, must say our farewells. Karain was an Emira of the Ishkas. She died in battle in 1106 at the age of 34. She was reputed to be fierce and cruel. Man, that is way too early an age to die. And you know what's wild? What are the chances that I pick the intro I picked today about a lost love, and then this happens to our brother? Man, it's just this game sometimes. Our story sometimes takes us in interesting directions. Now, while the Legetta situation is a temporary reprieve, I mean, look at this. We have been obliterated. I almost said decimated there. Colloquially, decimated is used to mean just, the same as obliterated, though technically decimated is not as bad as being in the situation as we're in. I need to draw some more soldiers to me right now. Guzid, 2 days. Thomund is 9 days away. What are you doing? Are you on vacation? You take a boat ride to, off the continent? Jastian, I need your 105. I don't know what to... Oh, I don't know what to do here. I'm really sincerely hoping that some of our vassals will kick in a gear and get involved with some of these serious wars. Tassinor over here is defending Ataconia Castle. Okay, good. Varagos Castle is under siege by Amalgan. Okay. Myzea is under siege by the Aserai. Is no one rushing up to defend it? Aldhan. Man with a plan. Get her done. Alright, cool. Now, back up to Legetta here. How many prisoners? 963. 880. You can see how quickly prisoners flee. 800. 800. 737. So many prisoners. So many prisoners. 677. So for those of you that ask, oh, does it really make that much of a difference? Yes, it does. And knowing my luck, it'll all be the highest quality prisoners that have run off. Recruit troops, I'm sure everybody else has picked them up. Yep, indeed. Well, let's take a look at our, really quickly, situation over here. East of the Western Empire, we'll talk about that after we win maybe at least one of those wars, one of those sieges. The Battanians, we have taken how many prisoners? 10 prisoners. Yo, we dropped their number significantly. Too bad there's no desire for peace. I mean, I'm sure there's another massive army out there somewhere. Seems as though peace with the Western Empire is happening. As much as I would rather it not, I don't think I can waste the influence in denying my my nobles that request. I need this influence to push for a peace or something instead when the time comes. But yes, over to... It's too bad I don't own Legetta. It would take me too long to get to Gilmaris. Or even Thractre or Tizia. We'd lose a lot of prisoners by then. So we go to the keep to donate prisoners. I think it would be wise to drop all of these guys off over here. No need for them to walk around with me, gain a good bit of influence as well. Folks from the Western Empire War as well get dropped off here. Part of me actually wonders if I shouldn't hold on to them. Well, I guess the push for peace has already begun, so there's no... Nothing's going to change there, I guess. Alright. I can have 35 prisoners. Wonderful. These guys. These guys, you stay. You guys stay as well. Man, the cavalry, the scale of cavalry and infantry, that was absolutely, that was madness. They had more parties than I, though, so to be fair, that's obviously part of the equation. A bunch of these guys off, more Fian. Man, I don't even, like, know what my army is left with right now, with regards to what I'd like to keep. Leave behind some Imperial trained infantrymen, I suppose. We've got higher tier infantry now. Valanian crossbows can stay behind, Valanian recruits, Valanian footmen. Virgin militia archers, sure, veteran bowmen, sergeant crossbows. Valanian billmen, let's get rid of the infantry then. Imperial trained archers. Virgin soldiers, recruits. I'm just trying to, while I'm doing this, I'm also trying to think of like alternative approaches to solving our issue here, our circumstances right now. We could wait at a city. That helps healing rate and helps wounded like healing rates as well for our soldiers, which means that more of these guys might actually be able to stay. You know what? I'm actually going to get rid of the highborn youth. We have higher level, closer to Fian status, including Fian status, prisoners, I believe. Yeah, we got a lot of forest bandits, actually. maybe a bit too much. Freebooters we'll leave behind. We got forest bandits, why I need freebooters. We can leave behind... God damn it. Veteran Falksmen. You know what? We can leave behind the heroes, and we'll leave behind the Fian champions as well. We're fine. We're fine. Master archers. The cataphract. I think I'll leave behind these Imperial trained infantrymen as well. Sorry. Sturgeon Linebreaker, I quite like them. Imperial Elite Cataphract, go away. Sturgeon Brigand. Valanian Armed Traders, Caravan Guards. A lot of cavalry we can leave behind, I suppose. More militia. Hot damn. This is a difficult one. Raiders, I don't need. Mercenary Guard, Warriors. Alright, alright. We still need to get rid of about 200. You know what I'm thinking is for the rest? We just march, and we keep what we keep. Because as we heal, we'll be able to hold on to more and more. Rather than drop down to 35 and then immediately have this limit go up, you know, double, let's say, over a tick. And then regret leaving everybody behind. I say we leave it at this. We've left behind most of the lower tier options. I think, and some of the archers and stuff that we don't necessarily need. I think we have a decent mix over here. Sure, why not? I'll go with it. I'll go with it. Done. I'm aware I'm over my limit, that's fine. And we rest at Legetta. Relations increased significantly, well over what they needed to. And I didn't actually notice how much our influence changed by there. I wish it would pop up, but whatever. It's good. It's good. Leave here. Back to the town center. Do we stay tight? I say we hang tight. We could trade, I suppose. There's some loot and stuff we can leave behind. We're at 1 million mark again for our dinars. You guys do have some money. And I can drop off, let's say, some shields and stuff. Actually, they tend to be the heaviest, if I'm not mistaken. Got a bunch over here. All kinds of cracked and broken and splintered goods. More splintered stuff. Yeah, get rid of these as well, sure. Bodkin arrows, though. Yeah, sure, let's get rid of them. Balanced bolts, large bag of bolts. Actually, large bag of bolts. I know somebody who might be able to use that. Oh, he's already got one. Fair enough. Cracked simple javelins, fish harpoons, island throwing axes. Get rid of these. Sure. Now it's all armor, I suppose. Can't imagine they had any really good high-quality armor. I don't think I've ever picked up... Lately, at least, I mean. I don't think I've picked up high-quality armor off of a battlefield. Again, I don't think I can dump everything here, unfortunately. I can go with the numbers. Sometimes... There you go. That's a bit faster, I suppose. Gave him a little bit too much here. Again, I could pick up something and Seer in its stead. Palatine Guard helmet. Leotold's okay. Garothion is okay. Ridina is really fine. Alright, so, you know, Regbald, you're the one with the weakest helm. Let's go ahead and get to a better helm here. Good stuff. Now they have a lot of money. Alright, cool. Works out. Drain them of all that money. Again, I could sell them one of my merchant's banes, I suppose. They were maybe able to afford one, but I think the bartering and the diplomacy is much more valuably used for those things. Apart from the rare occasion. I don't want to break a habit. I don't want to break a good kind of new habit and rhythm that we've built, I suppose. And I can't believe Karain fell. This isn't a bad helm. Hang on to this. And leave behind what? And we're standing steady, so we don't really have to worry about... leave some steel behind over here. Steel... We only have 3, you know what? I'll hold on to that. I thought we had 158, and I was like, we can get rid of some of this. We don't need all of this, but no. We don't have... I misread that. Iron we can leave behind. We don't use iron all that much. Oh, that price dropped significantly. Quickly. Fair enough. Crude iron. Sure. And that's about it. We have food for days. Yeah, we're fine. All done here. How do you... Oh, right. It's just that I don't have much to give away. Here. Have some of these. Oh, yeah, we got stuff to give away. We got stuff to give away still. A lot of cracked and broken and rusty things here. I don't want to rob them. I don't want to, like, have them be completely broke, but I'm lightening my load and also making some money. Some much needed money. While also upgrading some equipment, I suppose. Slightly rich Flitzo we'll hold on to. Oryx. Sure, you know what? That's good enough. Done here. Wild. Alright, let's wait for some time. And let's see our numbers, actually. I've got 247 prisoners. 247 prisoners. Man, that dropped so quickly. The Wolfskins have contracted to fight alongside the Aserai. Wonderful. Oh, there's no point keeping a track. You can see how quickly this number drops. 97. Darim of the Northern Empire has been taken prisoner by Asla of the Ishkas. That's nice. Take a look at our party here real quick. I think we've reached our equilibrium. No, we still haven't. I wonder if I should have been paying attention to those ticks. You know, some of the Darkhan have still stayed. We have... How many forest bandits did we have before all this? Horrible. It is what it is. It is what it is. What are you gonna do? Cost of war, I suppose, right? Down to 78. Kidding me right now? Still gonna lose more. Alright, let's go ahead and go back to the dungeon over here real quick. Go to the dungeon. Donate prisoners. There's a couple more that I could drop off at this point. The Highwaymen. 1 line breaker isn't going to do that much of a difference for me. The Lanulite Cav. At least we have 2 Fian left. This is, this sucks. That was rough. Three more. Leave you behind. The Darkhan have finally left us. Okay. Hired Blade, sure. Probably should have left them behind sooner. A couple of these guys. Again, not the end of the world, but unfortunate. Time to leave. Get out of Legetta. And, make our way somewhere. Like, geez, where do I even go? You know? We waited quite some time. Looks like... Has any progress been made over here? Adekonia Castle has been defended. Varagos Castle has not been taken. Amalgan is down here trying to defend Myzea. What happened to Aldhan's army? Traveling to Anira. What are you doing, man? I can't fight every battle. Myzea might be taken by the Aserai. That would be wild. That would be wild. Let us ride over to Primasos, see if anybody in our army will pick anybody up. We can also check to see if anybody else is available as well. Almond, 100 people, 5 days away. Better than it was before. Erinix, 110. He might form his own army as well, but he has no one to form one with. Sure, then come to me. Dahlia, come to me as well. At least she's closer. Alright. It's a serious business. I gotta take the reins over here. Over to Primisos, let's go. Guys are headed over. Anybody's gonna... Nope, nobody picking up any recruits. As I expect, a lot of raiding going on over here. We can hope to catch these parties out of position as individuals as opposed to in large groups and maybe reduce the strength of the battalions that way. I mean, I'm glad we won the battle we won. Don't know how much of a difference it's going to make. Traveling to fight Kaon. Traveling to Anira. Myzea is going to be taken. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. The Aserai will regain a holding. Time to make peace with the Western Empire, I suppose. Everyone's for it. To say no would cost me 2,300 influence. I have no intention of doing that. We won this war. We won this war against the Western Empire. Now, I don't know if they're going to pay us a tribute. I sincerely hope so. So, yes, it is time to make peace. Calatilde has brought forth this proposal with the support of more or less all of our nobles. This will allow us to focus our efforts against the Battanians and the Aserai. Let us, yes, end this war. Again, it's unfortunate I wasn't able to accomplish everything I wanted to accomlish. Could have, I could have maybe made some money off of some ransom and whatnot, but not the end of the world. It doesn't make so much of a difference. That's a pretty hefty tribute that we're getting from the Western Empire, actually. We obliterated them. We did a lot of good work there. That's great. Any other support for any other pieces? No? Guess not. Alright, fair enough. Cool. Cool. All good. 45 successful raids by the Aserai. Nukar, you should just die. Harassing your own people. Ellis' army over here. Let's try and catch it. 4.2 versus our 2.9. We're in the forest, though. Oh, man. I would like to chase it down. Come on. Let's go. 4.2. We're both 4.2. I'll have to cut them off. They're probably going to head for that bridge, I assume. Try and get ahead of them. There we go. Now, this is an army, so there's no conversation to be had, just as a reminder. Oh, don't tell me you can get up from over there. You can't. Come on. I know it seems potentially insignificant, but that's another 100 soldiers. Potentially 100 high-quality soldiers that we're removing from Battanian armies. There we go. People dying at the bottom left corner over here. We're okay. Some of our reinforcements are arriving as well. There's Gazid. Ellis. Partia. It's been a while. It has indeed. I hear you took Ataconia Castle. Indeed. Who are you, Ellis? Are you even worth speaking to? Fengal, you are not. Pencanik Astra Castle and Abcomer Castle as well. I might free her after this. And if we can speak to Eron, then we'd get quite a bit if we have a successful conversation here. Surrender or die. We're at war. Yield or fight, Ellis. Try and recuperate some of my lost prisoners or something as well. I imagine they have decent quality soldiers here. Clan warriors, Valandian knights, veteran foxmen. Yeah, sure, why not? We'll fight this one ourselves. Need a good, clean victory after that hard-fought victory. Oof. Still makes my heart race just thinking about that battle. That was a fight.
Infantry!
Get our ranged units into a loose formation. Try not to square up, please. Infantry. Field wall. Looks like they're actually coming towards us. Horse archers. Get you into a loose formation as well. Oops. I feel like I mucked that up. Bit of a risk there as well. Horse archers pull back. That's not what I meant. Okay, we're okay. Bit of a mistake there, though. This man is still standing and fighting. Can we drop him? There we go. Beautiful. Well done. Battanian scout. Pull the riders back a little bit. Get you into a wedge. Drop that man. Our archers will hopefully get to work down over here. Horse archers are firing away as well. This should be a good clean fight. Easy victory for us, I would assume.
Warriors!
Archers up top over here, let's go. The only thing that's going to hurt us is our positioning. I should have put my archers up front. And this battle would have already been done.
Cavalry! Forward!
Cavalry being hit by javelins, it looks like. And them riding in. Good stuff. Archers now able to fire away from up over here.
Hold! Set moving!
Cavalry coming through. Doing alright over here. Again, we can take a little bit of melee. Not that we needed to. Looks like we've dropped them all. Except for that man. Oh. Put our cavalry back. Let's ride. Cavalry on me. Go. Oh, let's not get dropped over here. This flickering is maddening. A lot of visual glitches with this latest update. Yeah, my riders are with me here. Hopefully they're getting some work done as well. It's not just all me. Go. Pull them through, pull them through. End this fight. Ah, oh, come on. Can't whiff all these shots. You guys are fleeing, I should probably just ignore them. Give the cavalry a clean charge order. Give the infantry a charge order as well. Down with that man. Excellent. In some ways I kind of prefer not to kill them. I would rather have them as prisoners, really. But in other ways, honestly, slaughter them, kill them all. There we go. With that hit there, we're okay, we're okay. When victory is ours, that much is clear. I am like out of my comfort zone with this glaive right now. Still shook by that battle, I think. I'm not gonna lie. There goes Ellis. Wounded. Not dead. Well done. Well done. Nice, guarding the escape route over here. Right. That's a win. Hopefully... Okay, I was really scared that a noble had died in that battle. 9 lost, 16 leveled up. Good, not too bad. We need to maintain those ratios, at the very least. Ellis at my mercy? Don't know how I feel about this, to be perfectly honest. But you are free to go. It might help marginally. Just a gut feeling. Maybe it'll make all the difference we need it to make, you know? Yeah, you're free. Bye. The only reason she got that treatment was because she was a lone prisoner, and it wasn't difficult to be like, alright, sure, whatever, just go. Not the highest quality of soldiers here. Highborn warrior. Sure. Highborn youth. Pick these guys up as well. 29 more prisoners. Picked warriors, sure. What else do we have here? Veteran Falksman, sure. That's about it. I don't think I want to carry much more. The scout, maybe. Basically at our limit at that point anyway. All done. Cool, that's 100 less battalion soldiers. Should have maybe kept a prisoner, but... the decision has been made. We move on. Alright, reinforcements arriving. We head down to Montos. Again, I could apply some pressure of my own. Oh dear, Caladog's party is right up there. He's 252 strong. You know what? Go to Montos, pick up some recruits. We will turn around. And maybe we can catch Caladog out of position. Maybe. I was going to head down to, you know, Chauras and stuff to pick up some high quality recruits, but if I can catch Caladog over here. Udris, so the Wolfskins of the Aserai has been taken prisoner. Good stuff. Myzea still under siege. Malgan, Aldahan, someone, do something. Ataconia Castle is not actually under siege, is it? I wish I would just get a proper notification. I'm so tired of these buggy little icons. Like, are you under siege right now? I don't think so. I don't know. Really frustrating. Caladog still stands here, 270 strong. We'd be able to eliminate him if we catch him. He's got to step out for that, though. I'm not going to put this castle under siege with 600 defenders. There he is. Forming an army too. Alright. Gotta move quickly. Luikan's joining him. Didn't I just defeat him? 386, 387. Company of the Golden Boar have contracted to fight alongside the Aserai. Great. How far are you gonna get, buddy? And should I add to my cohesion? Or should I bring some more to join me? Tassinor is nearby, 120 strong. Sure. Clearly we're gonna need numbers for this war. Heading deep into enemy territory over here. What has happened here? Oh no. This game sometimes, man, honestly. Like, this is what I mean about these icons. Like, it's so important to communicate. Okay, looks like Ataconia Castle's actually under siege as well. I guess Legetta was actually under siege as well. And Myzea is definitely under siege. That's really frustrating. And I've lost sight of this army. Destroy raiders only if they're nearby. Near Charas. Well, I was going to head there anyway, so that kind of works out. I don't think I'll be able to catch Kaladog's army over here. Would have been better off defending Legetta. Yeah, he's going to get away from me. He's too fast. 800 defenders over here and Curion over here. Why don't we try and engage them? There we go. Already turned around. Looks like they were going to join Kaladog potentially. I hope he's not one of the people that we could actually speak to. Damn it, he was. And he wouldn't have been bad to have that conversation either. Well, it is what it is. Up Aranix's party. Let's check up on our own first. I'm really quite bummed about having lost Legetta. But maybe we can go down there and take it back quickly. That would be some solace at least. We fought so hard to hold on to it. Literally minutes ago. And I don't know, maybe I missed a very clear indicator that it was truly under siege. Because that icon had not gone away after we relieved it of its siege, so that's a really big problem actually. It's quite a big problem to not have your UI working like that. It has been this way for a while. I wouldn't bring it up like this if it hadn't wasn't you know, what, 2 updates, 3 updates old now? Varyak veteran, I think, become the Driznik champions, sure. Goddamn. It's okay, it's not the end of the world, whatever. Up Aranix's party here. And I think we'll fight. I think we'll fight this. Just don't have enough faith in the AI right now. It's an interesting day today. Alright, infantry. Well, this is why I didn't move the archers last time, because I felt like they had high ground, but they didn't actually. If they move up there, they certainly will. Archers, let's move you up. Get you into a loose formation. Horse archers up front. Starting to heal up at least. More of our army is active now. Look at that, 88. Beautiful. Into a wedge. Could have used 88 in that previous battle. Looks like they're holding steady actually. No surprise. Draw them out. Horse archers come up. Cavalry come up, let's go. Ride with me, man. Seek vengeance for Legetta. And perhaps again, ironically, for Karain. Okay, horse archers able to fire from here. Good stuff. Their archers are able to fire as well, but looks like we're okay. Archers move up a little bit further. Cavalry back there, ready to pounce if necessary. Surprisingly, their own horse archers are staying back. They've learned from their prior mistakes, I suppose. Closer, maybe. Come on now. Couple of square hits, that's all I need. Couple of kills. Let the blood flow. There we go. Good stuff, good stuff. That was that was something to watch. Good time to pull back, I think.
Get moving!
Nope. I thought they were getting aggressive. Looks like they are. That javelin came whizzing by. Yeah, they're starting to pull forward. The horse archers up over here. Cavalry, pull you back. Drawing our horse archers back a little bit. Their cavalry looks like it's coming over here. Little horse archers all the way up there. Let's go. Ooh, about to eat a charge here. Cavalry right out. Let's go. Charge command for our cavalry. Hopefully they'll get some work done here. Archers are firing away as well. Good stuff, good stuff. Cavalry stay focused over here though. I don't want them to get struck by javelins and whatnot. Archers are getting some work done too. Yeah. Good stuff. Alright, let's pull back. Again, try to train some of these soldiers, right? Hopefully soon we'll be able to pick up some more low-tier soldiers that we can train up. Or high-tier soldiers that we can train up, like, you know, mid-tier soldiers or whatever. We'll head down to Charas, and that'll allow us to take care of this conspiracy as well. It kind of works out, actually. It's, wasn't expecting much to work out for me. Alright, we're up over there with our horse archers. Arathian continues to improve as well. Good. Horse archers are back there. Cavalry is behind me. Archers are getting work done, firing away. Come on, drop some of the cav here. There's one. There's two. There's three. And there's four. Beautifully done, man. Beautifully done. Horse archers, pull back. Those archers are getting some work done on us. And our cavalry, bounding through. Ride, men. Give them hell. Not down here. Don't disobey me like this. That is not the order I gave you. Now they turn around. Hey, I think we've done our work there. Good stuff. Pretty sure we've cleaned up. 3 charges. Archers are getting some good work done over here. Horse archers as well. Yeah, okay, this is not bad. Cavalry will hopefully round up these stragglers and whatnot as well. Archers seem to be getting some more work done. That rider back there is pierced through. 2 riders, actually. Hopefully our back line will be able to shut him down as he charges back in. Seems like that's what happened. Up over here, though. What is this man doing? Fleeing from the battlefield, no doubt. Come on now. Oh, dear. Take advantage of this. Down he goes. Fight me. Fight me. Well done, men. Well done. Riderless horse runs by at the end there. Alright. I'm happy about that win. 2 dead, 7 wounded, 35 leveled up. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. I'll take it. Kind of unfortunate we wasted so much time chasing Kaladog's army and then had to give up when they just clearly gotten too far ahead of us. But you know what? I'll take this as a consolation prize, I suppose. And take a couple of prisoners here. Some Palatine Guard, perhaps. No, Battalion Oathsworn. We need more infantry. Except, not a lot of this infantry is very good. Sure, I'll take what I can get. 66 out of 76. Yeah, I guess that's good enough. I mean, I suppose I could pick up some more horsemen. Palatine Guard, and then if we have to swap some people out later on, we can do that. Sure, why not? Done here. Let the others pick up some prisoners as well. Pick up the loot here. We're well within our limits. Now that our army is kind of back on its feet. Caravans here. Some looters here. Nothing to bother ourselves with. Down to Charas, eh? Quite a long way away. I'm not too concerned about this. 20 days is enough time to get down to Charas. And I'm not going to chase it. Like I said last session, I feel like we've made enough of an impact here that we can kind of skip maybe at least 1, if not 2, I was hoping for. Maybe I do have to worry about Charas. What to do en route, though? Marnoth will be well defended. Legetta, I was thinking about trying to get it back, right? Because it'll have fewer defenders right now. Should be able to strike it, win it back. And I sincerely hope we don't lose. Are you kidding me? Amalgan will take it back immediately. But the Aserai should never have been able to regain territory like this. We'll destroy them. Gauss Castle as well. We'll take it back. Up over here, saw at least one party. Flanagan's party over here. Speed of 4.7. We'll never catch them if they start moving. So down to Legetta we go. Try and stay focused over here. There's Myzea's siege. Good stuff. Parabard gained a level. Alright. Wonderful. The hill gained a level as well. Okay, good stuff. We'll level them up, I think, soon. Nukar of the Aserai takes Myzea as his fief with his council support. Won't be for long. Won't be for long. Southern Empire and Northern Empire have made peace. Okay. Fair enough. Down over here, these are all caravans. Nothing for us to concern ourselves with. Varen Castle has been besieged by Adas. That is not a Battanian name. That is an Aserai name, if I'm not mistaken. Now, do we relieve... Well, let's head down here in general and see if we're able to relieve Varen Castle, or if we head down to Legetta instead. Ataconia is also under siege. There's the battering ram done. No army of ours looking to respond, it seems. Malgan busy up there. Aldhan chasing after Legetta himself. I don't know if I can trust him with it. I don't know if I can leave him to it, you know? I don't know if he'll actually do that, or what. Maybe it would be wise for me to save Varen Castle first, take out whatever army has put it under siege. Let's see what kind of defenders they've left at Legetta. Poros has been besieged by an army led by the Northern Empire. They'll have numbers too. See, what I can do is if I take Legetta back, then Aldhan might turn his attention to Poros. Maybe. Maybe. 155 defenders at Legetta. I wonder if I should add to my cohesion, or if I should just strengthen my army even further. I'm hoping Calatilde or somebody raises another army, so that there's more mobility. We'd have a bigger spread of control over the map, you know? 155 defenders. I mean, we'd be able to take this with this current army using just a battering ram and 2 siege towers. I think we could make quick work of Legetta, and then we move over to Varen Castle. Or we save Varen Castle first and then come back to Legetta. That is the crossroads, both metaphorical and I guess somewhat literal, I find myself on as we call it a session today. This was, well, there were twists and turns, and we were definitely cut down a notch or two. That initial battle for the defense of Legetta, I would not call it a waste. We were able to destroy 10 entire parties. And even though they eventually got freed, that's really frustrating. That losing Legetta like that is really frustrating that they got freed. At least those 10 parties are starting from like the ground up-ish. They have lower tier soldiers. I'm sure they have access to mid and high tier soldiers to recruit somewhere in their territory, but at least they have to spend that time now. I feel like at least it bought us some time, but they are very quickly recovering here. And we still have 1 prisoner, so at least there's that. Shouldn't have let that one go. We would have had 2. This is not looking very hot. I do wonder about pushing for peace here. And just eliminating the Aserai and the Northern Empire, and then turning our attention back to the Battanians. The Khuzait as well are probably recovering right now. Nonetheless, folks, this is the session. I hope you enjoyed it. That initial battle was absolutely wild. Glad we won it, and we'll hopefully never have to repeat that again, because repeating it means dealing with similar odds. If you had a good time, leave a like, leave a comment. Y'all know how much of a difference that makes. As always as well, of course, a massive thanks goes out to all of the channel members and patrons who've been supporting the channel on a monthly basis. Y'all keep us alive and running smoothly. And of course, a big ol' thanks goes out to each and every one of you for watching. Till next time, I bid you farewell.